Good morning and welcome to the show. My name is Koi. Now, last week was very entertaining as we saw different dances from various groups of people and even learned a thing or two about certain types of dances such as ballet, the tango, and tap dance. Now, I hope you took advantage of the long weekend to try out some of those dance styles. Now, speaking of the long weekends, I'm sure a number of you either had family get-togethers or decided to take a short trip in or out of the city. And a number of you will agree with me when I say that it's important to keep a record of good times shared with family and friends. Now, there are many ways you can keep a record of your memories, and one of the best ways to do so is by taking photos. Now, with the number of social networks coming up and technology getting better by the day, it's pretty easy to keep track of our loved ones' progress even when they're far away through pictures. Now, this week we'll talk to a couple of photographers and see the different styles that each has. And to kick off the show is David Golden, whose inspiration is movement.
Welcome to a space that is for now totally black and white. Well, at least almost totally. Photographs from and by David. Influx. As its name suggests, movement.
Every single photograph, every single image is animals influx. 80% is animals and then about 20% human, but every animal is moving.
These photographs are generally about wildlife, animals, birds in their habitats. But there is no color to their habitats. They're all gray.
Black and white photographs are timeless, and I don't think color photographs necessarily have that timelessness, and that's why I chose to put them into black and white.
Isn't that true? We've probably seen wildlife photos a million times. This cliché thus influences another aspect of the photographs. Their wacky and witty titles. Photography is no art. The annihilation of time and space, a play on the cliché that is wildlife photography.
There's nothing new here in these photographs. We know about elephants and we know about all the wildlife in Kenya, and I'm not doing nothing groundbreaking. Maybe I'm tweaking the subject matter to my own creativity, but it's nothing new, and that is reflected in the titles.
And rather interestingly, some of the pieces are hang down on the ground. It's not often that you see that. Well, at least 20% is people's photos in pretty awkward poses, a bit like what David's trying out here.
How we did that is we had small trampolines, and we went to different urban areas and we rounded people up to jump on these trampolines, and we wanted to make it look like as if they were in a running motion.
And just in case you're wondering about these, they seem out of focus. It's all about movement.
Most of the image is blurred, but there's certain pieces of the animal that's still sharp, and it just creates a very interesting image. Now, you take this photograph 1,000 times and you throw it in the trash, but every once in a while there is a gem, and I think I found some gems. I think we have them up.
The influx of David at the Go Down Art Center.
Replacing most camera parts is generally advisable only for those with enough knowledge, training, and experience in camera operation and repair. Now, photographers and hobbyists already familiar with their cameras may find the skill needed in basic camera parts replacement. However, more sensitive parts of the camera that need proper calibration and special tools for disassembly and reassembly are better left to the work of a professional. Now, coming up on Business Sense is a man who knows his way around a camera.
Cameras have come a long way since they were first invented in the year 1827. During 1827, Joseph Nicephore obtained the first fixed image, which led to hundreds of years of ever-changing cameras and photos. Today in Kenya, there are many types of cameras currently in the market, with users enjoying the services provided by the highly competitive market. However, the happy moments for the users soon came to an end. Intricacies creep in as soon as these digital devices get damaged. Despite the wide range of these products existing in the market, there is a gap which has been left unfilled. There are very few places in the country where digital cameras can get repaired at competitive rates. Above all, most of their spare parts are not available. Despite the intricacies, all is not lost. Today we spend time with Haron Mbugwa, a digital camera specialist who is among the few who have taken advantage of this vacuum. The aggressive entrepreneur has come a long way, but is finally reaping fruits out of a career that jump-started 19 years ago upon returning to Kenya from India, where he acquired the relevant skills.
By then it was analog camera, so we started repairing using the knowledge I got there. We were doing advanced electronics and studio equipment. That's on the line of the camera.
His workshop, located in Gilfillan House along Kenyatta Avenue, may appear small in size, but the magnitude of the work that takes place there is immense. Clients stream in with all sorts of digital cameras they want repaired within the shortest time possible.
On our side, I think the camera we receive one day, 75% we are able to repair them, unless we don't get the spare. Cameras have come to be almost one thing. For one, if you go to Nikon, there are some similarities with the Minolta. So I can say we are repairing all types of cameras.
In order to offer service solutions that meet the digital industry standards, he has continually done research on the latest digital devices available in the market at every particular time.
You have to move with the time because they are keep on changing. The one you used to repair, they are not the one now. So you have to move with the time. And on my side, I think I'm updated. I'm updated. For the camera to be on market, I have to know what they have changed and how I can troubleshoot the problem from the previous model.
Mbugwa states that his success in the endeavor does not only lie in winning new clients, but maintaining the existing ones.
On our side, we don't give time frame because if you go to some of the dealers, you have to give you a time frame of about a week or so. Ours, we just give you hours or a day.
He has won many referrals because of his aggressiveness and competitive services they offer.
Nowadays, we are acquiring spares from China. You accumulate the number of camera, the type of spare you need, you give time frame. The time frame you are going to give your customer, you'll be able to order and pay. And the time the camera the customer will come to pick the camera, you will have to replace the part, then you give the customer the camera.
He also says challenges exist in all businesses, but the key to success lies in the ability to swiftly overcome them.
Some of these cameras, they don't back them with the spares. So you get up having cameras which are not repairable. It's not repairable because you don't get access to some of the spares. Some of the things they put in the board, you cannot even remove them. So when the board is maybe short circuit, you can really rely on getting another board. You cannot repair the power supply. So the getting the board, you get it's almost 60% of the cost of the camera. We have tried to email them and see whether they can make a component which can replaced. Not only that, if the motherboard, they detach it from the lens, so that you can be able, if the lens which is faulty, you can change the lens.
In his years in the digital camera business, Bugwa has trained one partner who assists him in meeting deadlines on his line of duty. He intends to train and employ members of staff so as to meet the high demand of the service.
I want to recruit some students so that this field, so that the services can reach everybody. Because to get a workshop of a camera is very hard. But if you train them, they'll go outskirts of the country and assist people. Then age is still cropping with us. We are soon going to leave the job and we leave to the other ones. In this industry, you must be somebody who is outspoken. It's not only repairing. The way you are dealing with your customer, it gives you a very great experience. So with time, you come to learn how to handle your customer. And those things which are chargeable, you just leave them over the counter, so that you don't have a lot of people asking your cameras and they are not repairable.
He reads from the same school of thought with Mohammed Yunus, who believes we have much more hidden inside us than we have had a chance to explore. Unless we create an environment that enables us to discover the limits of our potential, we will never know what we have inside us.
Fast motion photography is shooting pictures of things that are moving quickly. Now, this can be sports images, wildlife images, images of cars, trains, planes, or boats, or images of just about any other fast-moving objects. It can be very difficult to capture sharp and in-focus images of fast-moving things, but if you have the skill, like David, then go for it. Send us your comments to midmorning@standupmedia.co.ke, or better yet, to go to our Facebook page, KTN Midmorning, like it, and drop in a comment. We would love to hear from you. That's all we have for you today. Do enjoy the rest of your day.